another episode of Beer for Breakfast ABV. I am Danielle from Mornings on 91X. As always, I have my beer drinking partner in crime with me, Paul Segura, brewmaster from Karl Strauss. Without him, I'm just a girl getting drunk on camera. Reminder for you, you want to hit up 91x.com and hit up the merch store. We've got beer merch now, beer gear, we've got pint glasses, we've got half growlers, we've got koozies, we've got everything that your beer drinking heart could possibly need. Today, I've invited Gravity Heights onto Beer for Breakfast. We have Skip, Brewmaster. We have Tommy, Head Brewer, and we have Mike, Assistant Brewer. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, man. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers on the show.
I appreciate you crossing Mira Mesa Blvd to get here.
It's a long walk over here.
A long way.
little behind the scenes, Gravity Heights is our closest brewery to 91X. They're just right on the other side of Mira Mesa Blvd. I appreciate you guys so much because you saved me many, many times.
Glad we can help.
May not go there before a meeting or two.
Yeah, it's nice to cruise over there after the show and have some beers.
So we're throwing a pre-funk right now with the Brewers Best. Technically an English Best Bitters, but it is on the menu as an amber. Tell me all about this, guys.
Yeah.
Who wants to take it?
Tommy?
Oh, this is where it's
Better to call it an amber because people don't really know what a bitter
Definitely.
is.
So this kind of leans into, we brought this because of Skip's heritage at founding AleSmith, brewing a lot of classic English styles, and this is a perfect example of that.
Can you explain to me why it is an English Best Bitter? Because it doesn't taste bitter at all. I'm just
That's why we call it
It's
an
kind
amber
of funny,
on the
right? Bitters aren't bitter and pale ales aren't really pale, but you know.
Right. I mean, can you guys just kind of give me the general why this is?
Yeah, we use English hops, which is part of making it a best bitter.
Which are really earthy.
Yeah, exactly. Some of that earth flavor, and then just it's 4.2% alcohol, so it's just a nice low ABV
Session
beer, a true session beer.
So the thing I like about these styles of beer is that they've got a lot of flavor, but they don't have a lot of alcohol. And as a person who drinks beer for the flavor, I love these, and it bums me out that more people don't love these, and they aren't one of the most popular beers out there. You know?
But would you say that it's the name that throws off a lot of people? Somebody who's not very well versed in beer, if I see on there, bitter, I'm gonna automatically think that's not something I want.
Ready to pucker up at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
But it does move pretty well for us because it is just a flavorful. It pairs well with a lot of the foods we have over at the restaurant, and
yeah. I like the malt.
it's become a regular mainstay on our lineup because it does sell for us. So.
Yeah, we weren't sure we could sell this beer year-round, but so far we've kept it on the menu, and we hope to continue to keep it on the menu. It does sell well. It's kind of gotten a bit of a name for itself, and people are enjoying it. So it's we're working on making bitters.
I could drink this beer. I could drink this beer all year long. I could drink it in the dead of heat of summer. I could drink it when it gets cold in San Diego. As cold as it gets.
And I can see pairing this with all sorts of foods too, really versatile, right?
Yeah.
Burgers or whatever. I mean, by the way, the food at your guys' place is legit. It's
so
really
good.
good food.
Thank you, Chef Keith.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And the whole kitchen, yeah.
And your servers are really knowledgeable, and they,
They're
pair you
friendly.
up with, and they're friendly. It's a really good spot.
Nice to drink beer outside too.
Thanks, Paul.
in San Diego.
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna pour this back here. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, so what's your favorite thing to pair this with?
What would I say? I think it goes well with the white pizza that we have.
All
Goes
right.
great with a white pizza, yeah.
Perfect.
Prosciutto on top.
Like you
on
said,
that one,
burgers, great with burgers.
Yeah.
We kind of touched on this just a little bit about how Skip is the founder of AleSmith Brewing, but there's a whole lot more than that. Paul, can you take us down memory lane with Skip a little bit? Because I know you two have been brewing with each other for quite some time beforehand.
So it goes to Quaff, I think. Before that, I think Skip, I think to this day, is the longest standing member of Quaff.
Yeah, Rich Link might argue that point, but he and I are right in there.
All right, so I was a member of Quaff from 90 to 94, and Rich Link was president when I joined, and then you took over from Rich, right? Or was there somebody in between there?
So I can't remember, to tell you the truth, but I was president for 2 terms, and it might have been right after Rich, because there were only a handful of people in the club at that time.
And for anyone that doesn't know what Quaff is.
It's the Quality Ale and Fermentation Fraternity. the best homebrew club in the nation,
If not the world.
if not the world.
Award-winning.
Yeah, and cheers to Quaff. You know, a lot of
Yes.
people credit the success of San Diego brewing scene with, you know, Quaff.
Right.
And I have to say, you know, back then in the early 90s, there was a lot of sharing of ideas and successes and failures in Quaff. And I think that ethos just kind of, as the homebrewers kind of went out and started brewing commercially, that ethos just kind of went out with them. And it's still there to this day. And it was guys like Skip that kind of fostered that and got it started.
So you know, being a member for so long, like, is it really exciting on the inside every time you see a member open up their own brewery?
Oh yeah, and there have been so many of them. But yeah, I mean, we recently had Nick Corona opened 5 Suits.
Yeah.
And,
Congratulations.
Job, Nick.
we got Daryl over at Savage Wood, and gosh, not that many are coming to mind right now, but there's
Jeff
so
from
many.
Burning Beard, right?
Jeff from
was
Burning
in there.
Beard,
Yeah.
Mo from Deft. I mean, the
So
list
cool.
just goes on and on. We had a West Coaster cover shot, and it must have been 20 or
I remember that.
I don't know,
Pat
20 or
McElhaney
30
was
or
in there.
30
yeah,
of
I
us.
mean, yeah.
Ah, what a fun story. So getting into our second beer, we've got the Gold Chain Belgian Triple. 9.8%, guys.
What a way to start the day.
Yeah, beer for breakfast.
Switch it up from the 4.2 to the 9.8.
What are we doing with this? What? Take me down the rabbit hole, please.
So this is one of the 4 beers that we ended up brewing with Lee Chase from Automatic Brewing.
Ah.
Yeah, who's,
We've brewed a beer with Lee Chase before. Can we talk about that amazing brew setup?
It's one of a
behind
kind. One of a
the
You guys
kind.
brewed on his brewery?
Yeah, that was
All
like
right,
a
yeah,
bucket
that was an
list
experience.
thing for me. It was like to go brew down there with him, and it was a blast. We brewed a table beer with him down there, and split the batch. Half of it was just kept straight. The other half was ginger and lemon were added to it.
Nice.
And then we did the same thing at Gravity Heights with the triple. So got 4 beers out of 1 collab.
That's so rad.
And the yeast went from the single into the triple.
Yes.
right?
Triple,
Yeah.
yeah, propped it
Yeah.
up and went from there.
I had the single at his place. It was phenomenal.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's still a marvel to me how he gets these excellent beers out of that equipment that he's got
Yeah.
there.
They
It's
just
all
MacGyvered
in the heart of the
it
brewery.
together. Yeah.
No, he is the MacGyver of San Diego beer.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes it work.
I was blown away. And you know, I've seen a few different brew houses, including your guys' brew house, which is beautiful.
Yes.
Brand new, the
Yeah.
opposite of his.
The Automatic Brew House, right there behind Blind Lady Ale House, that's something special for sure.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it's so cool. You know, hey, we have something in common, guys. We brewed on the same system.
There we go.
Yeah.
So this brew turned out excellent as well. I mean, I like the fact I get all that white pepper, and the phenolic is not, you know, I mean, the phenolic is there, but it's not the first thing. It's you know, it's in harmony with everything else.
But yeah, with being such a big beer, we tried to keep things in check anyways, because they can
Yeah.
get out of hand pretty
This
quickly.
is
Well,
nice.
and this is a sniper. This is a sniper. 'Cause I'm
like a
drinking
seven.
it. Yeah, I mean, like, ooh, I could just keep on going. And in my mind, I'm like, Danielle, you're drinking almost 10% beer right now. Pump the brakes just a little bit.
It's got a nice bready, malty flavor as well that I like. Toast.
Yeah, we used all Admiral malt Pilsner
Okay.
For the
That's
table beer
excellent.
and for this. which
Okay.
is
So
Lee's
anybody who's
idea.
not familiar with Admiral Malt, they're the only floor malted malt in California. They were the first malting company to open in California since
Yeah.
Prohibition.
Grown and processed here, so
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers to Admiral.
It was
That's awesome.
malted 2 weeks before we brewed with it too.
That's
which
super
was
cool.
Incredible.
Nice
I
and
never thought you could brew with fresh malt like that.
You guys are coming up on a 1-year anniversary in January. I don't
Yeah.
really know how that happened. That it's already been a year.
Tell me about it.
But so exciting. You were talking about you guys are gonna brew a special beer for it.
Yeah, we're gonna brew a triple IPA, not a Belgian triple, but a triple
Triple
IPA.
IPA. All right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close to younger season anyway. So
That's true. That's true.
Will you please submit into
participate.
the triple IPA throwdown
Oh,
that
yeah.
happens?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that is such a fun event. That's really cool, guys. I'm sure follow you guys on social media to find out any upcoming events that are going on.
Yeah, definitely. We'll
Definitely.
figure something out for a party.
So how has the reception been in Sorrento Mesa to Gravity Heights coming in?
It's been great. We've been really busy. There's a lot of technology workers in the area, and they've been visiting us for lunch and happy hour and dinner. And so during the week, we're really busy. On the weekends, it slows down a little bit, but we're growing that business.
Do you guys do Sunday brunch?
We do Saturday and Sunday brunch, and we open the bar at 9:30 on Sunday for football.
All right.
Love this. I love this. If you haven't been to the tasting room, by the way, and the restaurant, it is, the whole layout is so nice. And while you guys were building it out, because I drove by it all the time, I'd be like, what is going on?
Hurry up.
Where's
Where's the beer?
Has a really great patio,
Yep.
has a good outside bar, has inside inside seating as well. When you go and wash your hands at the bathroom, you can see these guys brewing beer. It's really
We'll
exciting. I was making faces at you guys the other day. I was in there and I'm washing my hands and I was making all the faces in the world trying to get your attention.
It's
But
thick
you guys,
glass, so you can't hear anything.
Yeah, they're focused on the beer. They're not going to be like.
oh yeah, you guys were so focused that I was like, let me try and break their concentration, but it just did not happen.
Ignore that crazy woman.
Yeah.
That's me.
So I have to admit, I mean, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but it took me a month or so to realize that the name Gravity Heights is kind of a fun play on words with brewing.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's how you intended it, right?
That's part of it, yeah.
Because there is no actual place called Gravity Heights, or
Correct.
is there?
There
Okay.
is, but is not. But yeah, our partner Arturo wanted the name to sound like a place. And I think he achieved that. We're on Pacific Heights Boulevard. There's the specific gravity tie-in to making beer.
Yes.
So there's
So
that.
I don't know, a light clicked on and I went, well, that's clever. I mean, right, the higher the specific gravity, the better the feeling of general levity.
There you go.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm getting that off
new
of the
slogan.
triple.
There you
I'm
go.
getting a feeling of general levity here.
I have
Well,
to steal
to-
that from you.
To round out the general level, we've got the Hoptimal Conditions Double IPA coming in at 8.5%. I want to thank you guys. First of all, I had a really boring meeting that I had to go to the other week, and I had some time to kill, so I went over, had one of these, expecting it to come in, maybe an 8 ounce, 10 ounce at the most. No, you guys go all the way. This is a
pint.
full pint, and I appreciate that. Made the meeting so much better.
This has a beautiful
cheers to that.
pop aroma.
Yeah, we tapped the serving tank last week, so it's nice and fresh too.
Yeah.
It's probably the
a
freshest
week
hobby beer
young.
we have on right now.
I feel like the three of you kind of know what you're doing when you're making beers.
We like to pretend to, anyways.
We've now had three completely different styles, and each of them
It's
is,
been really well made.
yes, like exceptional.
Thank you.
Thank you. No,
It's like
I
you
think
guys have
that's-
done this before. I don't know.
Couple
That's what we're
times.
excited about, being in the brew pub setting, that we can have 20 beers on tap and represent all sorts of different styles and not just be focused on one style as a brewery.
There's something for everybody on tap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So he's not the guy like bogarting that whole thing, right? You guys, he allows you to like.
Yeah, I
Put
think
a
we
lot
work
of
as a good
sand.
team. We definitely are
Yeah.
constantly evaluating the menu and figuring out, how many beers of different styles we want on tap and keeping it diverse.
So do you still get to go in and have some fun too? And
Not a whole lot.
I know once you're.
I get to go in and drink beer and
Well, that's
visit with the
Hey.
guests.
Hey, that sounds pretty great, also.
So
Well, it looks like you've kept in like good enough shape to go in and do anything there is to do in the brewery keg.
we'll let you
or
clean a
whatever
tank
else.
anytime you want.
I like how you guys are like waiting for him to say something.
Yeah, so I probably can't lift full ones.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, what you guys are doing over at Gravity Heights, it's truly, truly amazing. I had some of the collaborations at Collabapalooza. Every time I go in there, we had lunch not too long ago, and I was saying I try so hard to try something different every time, but man, you guys
Nice.
are just killing it. With
Wow.
the Daybreak IPA,
You guys had an oat stout on tap last time, and I was in there. It was phenomenal.
Nice.
Nice.
no, you guys are definitely
Yeah.
killing it.
We try to switch it up enough so that you can't keep up with us.
I appreciate it. Gets us
goal,
coming
huh?
back for more. And if
Yes.
you've never been to Gravity Heights, you need to get in there. It's right there in Serrano Mesa. You can't miss it. It's down the street from 91X. So if you're coming in picking up a prize, go swing by Gravity Heights. If you're Gravity
Yeah.
Heights, swing by 91X. Marty and I are still trying to get 91,000 handshakes and high fives. So we can
Is there
totally
going to be a big
use them.
fiesta for your 1 year?
We're still working on the plans, so.
We just got their beer
There'll be
week, so we're
something.
gonna
All right, so
Yeah.
follow
regroup
them
and,
on social media so that you can
Exactly.
be in on whatever happens.
Yes, and follow us on social media at 91X Beer for Breakfast. Remember, Friday morning, Paul will be on the morning show around 9:10. We'll be
gonna talk about
drinking
this
some
week?
Gravity Heights for Beer for Breakfast. And remember, you can get your 91X Beer for Breakfast beer gear in the 91X store at 91x.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Beer for Breakfast.
Cheers,
Cheers.
man.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Cheers.
your
having us.
success so far.
Yes, cheers to San Diego independently owned craft beer.
91X.